Up, everybody? It's Ep3. Let's talk about it. This is How to Get Away with Murder, Season 5, Episode 3? 4? I can't remember. All right, y'all. It's been a busy week for me. I'm kind of losing my voice. I've been in rehearsals. Y'all know the deal. You know the drill. So you know why I'm late, so I don't want to waste any time. I'm going to go storyline by storyline today, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's talk about Annalise and this psychopath killer case. So I really like how the show opened up. They were talking about what is the definition of a psychopath, and they went through all the stars of the show, you know, different leads of the show, and kind of showing us that each one of these people have, you know, characteristics of a psychopath, right? And so then we see Annalise giving her presentation to the jury about this psychopath killer. If you remember from last week, this is the case that the partner told her that she had to take because they had to make some money for the firm. So apparently this guy, I can't remember his name, but he has been accused of killing his partner, strangling him with a belt, and they have the belt for evidence. So Annalise says that they have the secretary there. The secretary is going to corroborate his story about him being in his office, you know, the time whenever this man was supposed to be getting killed. So when we come back, we see that the secretary has now flipped. Miller gets up there and he calls her up to the stand. Of course, Annalise and everybody is shocked, like, what's going on? She's not on their list, but she's on the defendant's list, so technically, you know, they can call her. So she gets up there and she says that she lied. She doesn't really remember what time everything happened, and she lied because she didn't want him to kill her like he killed the partner. So basically, she's flipped. Annalise is like, did she lie beforehand? Did she lie now? You know, we don't know if she's telling the truth. We all know that Asher is trying to get in good with Miller, so he tells Miller, hey, you know, Annalise is going to, you know, do a okie doke. She's going to try to turn it on the secretary. She's always going to do what you don't expect her to do. So Annalise is actually trying to do that. Like, he got her pegged really good. He was paying attention in class, okay? And so she is trying to blame everything on the secretary. But partner, he doesn't want to do that. Old boy said he want to go on the stand. And so Annalise is like, that's not going to work. You know, we're not going to be able to do that. He's not a likable person. You know, he going to lose this case. And he's like, I can charm anybody. I can, you know, charm anybody into doing anything. You know, they going to love me. The jury going to love me. So Annalise don't agree with it, but they go ahead and do it. So Annalise decides to bring on Oliver to find some dirt on the secretary because she tells the partner, hey, you know, when your plan fall to pieces, you better be glad I got something here to back you up. They prep the man for trial, and when they prepping him, Tegan is prepping him. He starts going off on Tegan. He starts going off on Annalise, talking about they need to put some heels on. They need to get a man, you know. And then he try to flip it and say, well, you know, when I found my wife, she made me a better man, and, you know, that's why I'm telling you to get a man. Basically, he was being an asshole, and nobody is going to want to, you know, let this man be free, okay? Like, you are not going to win over no jury with that type of attitude. So they're like, this what you're going to put in front, this right here, this what you're going to put in front of the jury? It ain't going to work. It's not going to work. So we see that later on, Oliver finds some tea. He finds out that the wife was having an affair with the partner. It was an old 50 Shades of Grey, honey, affair too, with whips and chains and all type of handcuffs and all type of nasty, nasty stuff, right? They bring old boy into the office and they're like, okay, what happened? We know that your wife was having an affair with this man. Did you kill him because he was having an affair with your wife? And he's like, no, my wife killed her. My wife killed him. Basically, you know, I found out about the affair, and she found out that he was going to leave the company, and she knew that was going to ruin my business. So she killed him. I didn't kill him. I would kill y'all before I let y'all put her in jail. So basically, his wife committed the crime. So now they're trying to analyze. They're trying to figure out, okay, what can we do? What can we do? How can we fix this? And they figure out, okay, we still have the belt. So they go back to trial, and Annalise kind of set them up. She sets up the prosecution by asking the secretary to try on the belt, knowing that it was going to fit her because this is his wife's belt, right? It's a woman's belt. So she put on the belt, but the prosecution is like, we want him to try on the belt. If she got to try on the belt, he going to try on the belt. And Annalise knew this was going to happen, but she act shocked, you know, like, oh my gosh, you know, no, he has the right to defend himself and not incriminate himself. So it works. They get old boy to try on the belt, and the belt doesn't fit. Cue OJ reference, if it don't fit, you must have quit, right? at the end of the day, they still end up losing the case. You know why? Because the jury just didn't like him. So they defended him the best that they could. They did their job, but he just didn't, you know, he wasn't a likable person. So the jury convicted him. He's going to jail. He wasn't even tripping at the end. He was like, you know, I lived my life knowing that I gave my life to somebody and I could spend the rest of my life in jail. Child, she gonna be remarried in a few years. She gonna be remarried to somebody else. She ain't gonna be thinking about his ass, okay? Because she was already cheating on him. But, you know, I digress. So that was the end of that storyline. All right, let's talk about Bonnie and Miller. So Asher and Miller are in the office talking, and, you know, some kind of way it comes up that him and Bonnie used to mess around, and he tells Miller. So Miller storms into Bonnie's office. He's like, you didn't tell me that you was sleeping with, you didn't tell me that you slept with Asher. And she was like, am I supposed to tell you everybody I slept with? Have you tell me about every paralegal you slept with? He was like, I haven't slept with any girl. And so she immediately starts to push him away. This is, you know, like a reaction or, you know, to what's happened to her over her life. You know, she don't know how to, as soon as somebody show her that they not really down for her, something is wrong with her, especially regarding sex or something like that, she start to push them away, feeling like she don't deserve love and they wasn't gonna, you know, be, you know, all of that stuff. So later on in the episode, Miller, because she tell him, you know, it's some other things about me you don't know that you're not gonna be able to handle, like that with Asher, that ain't even that bad. You know, I like it rough sometimes, I drink too much, you know, certain things she was telling him. And you know, she got upset. She told him to leave, and so he's calling her and calling her throughout the episode. She not answering the phone. So she ends up talking to Bonnie. I mean, she ends up talking to Annalise. And Annalise kind of, you know, gave her some good advice. Like, well, you should have told him. I mean, that's his boss. He working with him. You kind of should have told him what happened between y'all. He likes you or whatever. So, like, you said you deserve to be happy. So go be happy. So at the end of the episode, like I said, Asher is still trying to be cool with him or whatever. And he tell Asher go on home. This is after they won the case. And he tells Bonnie, you know, he goes in the office and tells Bonnie that he's sorry. He will never talk to her again. You know, everybody have a past. And, you know, because he had also left her a message earlier basically saying the same thing. You know, he cares about her. And, you know, they kiss and they make up. So I just want Bonnie to be happy. So, you know, hopefully it will work out for her, y'all. Because Bonnie is a hot-ass mess, okay? Let's talk about Gabriel and Frank. So Frank has the hookup, the whole video thing in Gabriel's apartment, and he sees that Gabriel pulls a bag out of the chimney, and he, you know, has some information on a separate hard drive. So he puts this hard drive in a bag inside of the chimney. So he goes over to his apartment when he's not there. He breaks in, he steals the hard drive, and he also sees that he has another license, and the license say like Mark Jackson, I think that's what it said, and he had a wad of cash. So, like, what's the tea with Gabriel? Like, what's really going on with him? So he finds this IT guy. He tells the IT guy he want to be able to clone old boy computer. So, like, whatever he type on the computer, whatever he see on the computer, you know, he can type it, you know, he can see it too. So dude's like, I need a couple of days, you know, I need some time to figure out. So in the meantime, prior to this, you know, Annalise had told all of them that the governor had made a ruling and that all of them have to pass like this ethics test before they can even work on the cases anymore as student lawyers. So they all have to study all night for this test. So he purposely calls Gabriel and is like, you know, let's go have a drink. And he's like, nah, I can't have no drink, man. You know, I'm stuck. I got to study for this test. I'm going to be here all night. So he goes to put the hard drive back after he get to do the cloning and everything. He goes to put the hard drive back because he know he gonna be gone. So now we got a more inside connect. I almost feel like this is a misdirect, y'all. I low-key feel like Gabriel is not anybody's son, and he's just like, you know, he done scammed his way into law school or something like that. He a scammer, he a liar, but I don't necessarily feel like he Bonnie's son. I feel like this is a misdirect because the signs they're pointing us to is real obvious, and it's just like, I don't know if this is you know, if this is what's happening. But you know how to get away with murder is. Sometimes it is what they say it is, but sometimes it's not. It's a misdirect. So my opinion is this is a misdirect because they're making it too obvious that this could be Bonnie's son or whatever. At the end of the episode, Oliver sees Gabriel answers the phone. He says, hey, Ma. He walks away. Oliver sees that he has a flip phone. He starts to put together, oh, Frank asked me to clone a flip phone. So now he's starting to realize that Frank is investigating Gabriel. So Y'all put that right there. I forgot to say that at the beginning of the episode, we did flash to the wedding, and we see Bonnie and Michaela, you know, whose blood is that? Whose blood is that? She tells her she cut her leg, she was shaving. Girl, that's a whole lot. But Michaela's looking at her like, okay, girl, I'm going to let you rock for right now, even though I don't really believe what you're talking about. Nate. So Nate, this episode, he's doing more investigating on the whole baby stealing situation. Did y'all think the picture was clearer this week than it was last week? This week it seemed like it was a little more clear. Like they went back and cleared that picture up. So at the beginning of the episode, Annalise walks on him in his new bae, and they in the office, and, you know, he's like, you know, talking to the girl. She's saying she got a date for the dad's case. And so at the end, she's like, you know, she seemed like a really nice girl, and it seemed like they actually, you know, like this girl or whatever. So and he's like, well, you back out there dating? She was like, nah, you know, I got too much stuff going on. I'm not dating nobody or whatever. And so that was that. Later on in the episode, we see that he goes to talk to the person, the lady who was over the nursery. And at first, she didn't really want to talk. But then he finds out that she has cancer, just like his wife had cancer. And so he goes back to her, and she says that all the other nurses in the hospital was all talking about who was going to adopt the baby. The baby was so cute. And when the baby got taken, they all blamed her for not doing her job, for not doing what she was supposed to be doing. And so he says that she said somebody came in, but they left, and they wasn't going to take the baby. But, you know, they ended up taking the baby. And so at the end of the episode, because at the beginning, he wanted to tell Annalise, but you can tell he was trying to get more information, like he wasn't ready to tell her. So I was glad that he came to her at the end of the episode, and he had the information. He was like, look, I didn't want to tell you till I had all the information together, but, you know, Bonnie's baby got kidnapped out of the hospital just a few days after it was born. And I found this picture. It's Bonnie. Bonnie kidnapped her own baby. And Annalise says, no, it's not Bonnie. It's Bonnie's sister. I'm like, child, we really going to have a twin sister, like, on the show? Like, we really going to do this? It might not be her twin sister. It might just be her sister that looks a lot like her. Who knows? I mean, they do have siblings who look a lot alike. So, you know, they're trying to make us believe that Bonnie's sister is Gabriel's mother, okay? And if I was somebody's sister and I didn't want them to know I had stole their baby, and I was kind of like keep in touch with them, maybe I would give my child a flip phone or whatever. But why would Gabriel have a wad of cash and a different name? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. That's where it throw me off a little bit. Is he there for malice? Like, I'm confused. Okay, so that's why I feel like it's a misdirect. That's not actually Bonnie's son. That's just somebody else there for other reasons that we don't know about yet. So, you know, I guess we'll figure that out as the show goes on. I'm not going to go too deep into it because you know how to Get Away with Murder is. They kind of flip you for a loop. Some of the smaller storylines was Michaela tries to befriend Tegan once again, and Tegan do not fuck with you. You little stupid ass. She ain't with you. She ain't messing with you. Okay, she said, listen, I can be friends with Annalise, and I can help Laura because they don't know everything I gave up to be a part of this firm. I sat here and told you all my business, girl. I told you about how my girlfriend broke up with me, and I don't have no friends, and I gave up everything because I was about to be the HBIC up in here. Okay, but now, you know, I'm watching your career flourish. I'm playing second fiddle to Annalise, and I'm still behind this white man who is failing up. Okay, so I don't see it for you, girl. We're not going to be friends. It's not going to be cool. Like, peace, girl, bye. Get out my face, girl, bye. And so Michaela's like, I'm not going to give up on us. I'm like, girl, really, Shonda and Pete, really? We also find out that partner did something when he was in London that he ain't had no business doing, because when they was prepping old boy for trial, he said something about, like, you know, you gonna do what I tell you to do. Basically, I know what you did in London. And we also found out that, you know, the reason why he was running him was because he had promised them that he would give them all his accounts, and you know, basically give him all his accounts, and so they would get like $1 billion if they won the case or whatever. So at the end of the episode, we see after they lost, that homeboy was up in there drinking liquor. He looked like he was going through, honey. Like he was under pressure. That nigga was under pressure. Okay, he's sitting on the phone calling somebody, talking about something. He got some interviews with some new clients, honey, because, listen, I don't know what he did, but I want to know, and Annalise want to know too. Okay, what's the tea, girl? What did he do in London? What happened? Also, another storyline, Asher finally got his job. Praise the Lord. He got his permanent job at the DA office. So, you know, He good. At the end of the episode, Michaela goes to the apartment. As Frank is leaving Gabriel's apartment, she's going to Asher's apartment, and she started whining and crying because nobody don't like her. Do I feel sorry, Michaela? Y'all all know. We can all say it at the same time. Hell no. No, I don't feel bad for her, because when you do shady shit, when you do clownery, sometime the clown come back to bite. Okay? Hashtag Monique. Maybe if you stop cheating on your boyfriend, you stop deporting people, you stop sneaking in people's office and stealing people's stuff behind nothing, people would like you, girl. You stop betraying people, people would like you. So no, I feel like Michaela is an overachiever, because she want people to like her so much, but then like if you say something that she don't like, she would turn around and chop you up just like that. You can't, people not gonna want to be your friend, girl. Okay? I do feel like Michaela is redeemable, but at this point, I don't feel sorry for her, because everything you did, you know, you did it willfully. You ain't do it like on accident, girl. You did everything on purpose. So all the feelings that you feeling right now, you deserve to feel, sis. I don't feel bad for you. Not even a little bit. She drunk and she about to go make another mistake, because you're going to go upstairs and screw Asher and have him all confused again just because you need somebody to like you in the moment. Selfish. That's what I'm talking about, selfish. And Frank was like, don't do that, because that's not fair to him. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring you home. Hopefully they don't sleep together, because like I said, Michaela is a shady hoe. So you know, it's not above it. I mean, it don't seem like it's above her to sleep with Frank either. And Frank just be giving dick out like it's cake, honey. Like he just got a piece for everybody. Okay, he got enough to serve the whole cast. But no, I don't feel bad for Michaela. Hopefully she'll learn this lesson and become a better person, because she be doing too much. Okay, she like the Molly of this show. You gonna step on everybody so you could be on top. And I'm not here for it. I don't like that hoe, and I never will. Okay? I don't care who get mad in the comments. I hate Michaela. And another thing I ain't like was Gabriel Oak. He hit on Laurel. Like, listen, I don't have no problem with interracial relationships. I don't. But it just seemed like Laura is a trash bitch. I'm just going to be honest with you. Ever since the first season when she had that boyfriend, I don't even know what his race was, but he wasn't like Mexican or white or like, you know, Hispanic or anything like that, or black. I don't know what he was, okay? I don't know if he was like Middle Eastern. Like, I don't know what he was, but he wasn't a white person. And she cheated on him with Frank. Then she cheated on Frank with Wes. And then she cheated on Wes with Frank. And here we go. So now you're going to have another person come on this show that's hitting on her again. Like, there's just no black dick that you just can't have. You just like ethnic peen. Okay? And he talking about, you know, I had a single mama too. It's always a Negro with a single mama looking for another single mama to take care of. It's all type of women at this school. And this the one you want, this raggedy, frazzled. Listen. Somebody told me I don't like none of the females on the show. That's a lie, because I live for Tegan. I live for Annalise. Okay? And I live for Bonnie, like, sometimes. Okay? Sometimes I don't like her either. But, you know, sometimes I live for Bonnie. Okay? But no, I don't see it for Laura or Michaela at all, because Laura is trash. Okay? And I was like, one thing they not going to do is have this boy sleep with this raggedy hoe. Okay? I'm so judgmental. Like, I need to pray about that, because I cannot with Laura. Okay? I won't do it. I can't. I cannot. At the end of the episode, we see somebody, you know, like I said, that she came out there with the baby. Connor comes up to the dance floor, and they're like, we're calling the two husbands. Where's the other, you know, husband, the other groom, right? And so Connor got, you know, his face all messed up, like he got in a fight. And I'm like, what's the tea? Like, what's wrong with your face? It look old, like he had got in a fight a few days ago. You know what I'm saying? And Oliver never walked up, but the look on Connor's face is like, he knew he wasn't going to come up. Like, he almost had a smirk on his face. Like, he wasn't looking concerned or scared or worried. So that puzzled me. And then we see Michaela look dead at Bonnie like, bitch, where the fuck is Oliver? And if you think about it, who would be with the baby in the snow? Oliver. We know it ain't Frank, because Frank is alive. So I'm like, y'all better not kill Oliver as soon as I start liking his ass. Okay, don't kill him. Don't do that. But, yeah, that's all that happened this week. I'm sorry if I don't have all the energy or whatever that I normally have. I'm just tired, y'all. It's been a long week, and we ain't even started dancing. Today, we started dancing. Today, okay? So I'm going to be even more broke down. I can't really breathe. Okay, so, you know, just pray for me that I feel better. Okay, I know I was going to get this video out to y'all. I was off yesterday, but I didn't want to do anything but lay down. So, y'all holler at me in the comments. Let me know what you think about this episode, what you think that's going to happen, who do you think is in the snow, and do you think that Gabriel is Bonnie's son, or you think that's a misdirect for us? So, all right, holler at y'all next week. Peace.